Hello and welcome to the short Vort on Parshas Chayei. This week's parsha is the parsha of eulogies of mourning, which is fitting as my father's Shloshim is the Shabbos. So I'm going to share a few thoughts about my father at the end of this short Vort. At the beginning, it says in Perek Chav Gimel Pasuk Yud Aleph, Vai Shnei Chayei Sarah. These were the life of the years of Sarah that she lived. Rashi says, Kulan Shavim Latova. They were all equally good in her mind. But this seems a little strange on the surface. After all, she suffered a lot. She didn't have children until she was 90 years old when she finally had Yitzchak Avinu. And she participated in some level on most of Avraham Avinu's tests. So therefore, that was also a part of a suffering of sorts. So how could Rashi say that this was Kulan Shavim Latorah? The answer, says the Aleinu L'shabayach, is that this teaches us a lesson that when a person realizes, as Sarah did, that whatever is done by HaKadosh Baruch Hu is always good, that emunah lets you be joyous no matter what something, whether it seems to be good or seems to be ill. So that's the lesson for us, to take our attitude, the emunah and HaKadosh Baruch Hu, to realize what Hashem does is always for the benefit of His creations. This morning, after davening, someone who didn't know that I was an Avelis came over to me, wished me a little of Nechama, and shared another thought from this week's parsha in Perek Chafhei Pasuk Yud Aleph. After Avraham Avinu's death, that Hashem blessed Yitchak Isaac, his son, but it wasn't Avraham giving the blessing to his son. Now it was HaKadosh Baruch Hu. So this person told me that we can learn from this that, as we know, there are three partners in the creation of a person: the father, the mother, and HaKadosh Baruch Hu. Once two of them are gone, such as here Avram and Sarah were gone, then Hashem came, Hashem blessed, Hashem comforted Yitzchak. And that's something for all of us like myself who once you've lost both of your parents, to realize what we know already, that Hashem is there to bless us and to comfort us. At the Levy, I pointed out one of the key things that came to mind, and I was able to do this at our Gevura party a few years ago to celebrate when my father was still vibrant. I gave the same thought that his emphasis was always, and this is Naftali ben Yitchak Isaac, Zechrona Levracha, Naftali Levy, that his focus was on family and frumkeit. And as it says in Tehillim, Kuf Lam Gimel, Psalms 133, this was my father's focus. He repeated over and over again that what he wanted, that no matter what, that our family, the children, should be close to each other. And he and my mom, Baruch Hashem, were successful. Another thing that I pointed out regarding my father was with his focus on family, that, for example, one example would be that if there was a special treat or something, and maybe there wasn't enough for everyone, or there was, one wanted this, the other wanted that, my father always made sure that his children and his wife, his spouse, would get first before someone else, which does remind me of a story numerous times when it was just me and my dad driving somewhere where there was, and we were in Washington Heights passing the Grunnebaum's bakery shop, or in Muncie, the Pinky's bakery shop, that my dad would often stop and treat me to a chocolate Danish or black and white, things that I liked. So thank you for that, Dad. Thank you all for listening. Have a wonderful week and a wonderful Shabbos.